yesterday. We have been on the run. The Imed have taken over our land. You can see people. You can see people, children, both adults. Where we are now is not still safe for anybody. The whole community have gone out. Everywhere have been taken over. People should come to our rescue. Look at them. Nobody's in their house. Nobody's in their house. Everyone on the run. Look at the little children. Look at the little children. Look at everyone. People have been displaced, so
before that she made a very huge mistake, first and foremost, by accepting the offer given to her by Nigerian government, especially this corrupt government.
Fighting against this Fulani bandits, against this Fulani herdsmen wanting to take over the southeast. Now she's calling on the Israeli army and the government to come to the rescue. And we've seen the Israeli government finally agree to this, and at the same time even ready to start up 40 different businesses in Nigeria just to help the people of the southeast, the middle belt, and the south. What's your take as regards this?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember humble self, one and the only Biafran evangelist, and I will continue to speak the truth whenever opportunity is being given. Now listen and listen good, my beloved brothers and sisters, all of yours, all over the world. Now hear me. Bianca must regret, and she will continue to regret. She, she just started. She just started, yes, because when I was saying it before that she made a very huge mistake, first and foremost, by accepting the offer given to her by Nigerian government, especially this corrupt government. It's a huge mistake ever in her life.
But maybe she would have not gotten this type of opportunity.
Listen to me and listen good. Her husband has made everything easier for her. I don't think that she lacks money. I don't think she lacks opportunities.
You might not know.
I don't think that she lacks anything in life, because God have used her husband to bless her immensely, even to give her a name which her father could not even give her. You know what it means? She would have been the one that supposed to be regarded as the mother of Biafra, but she has betrayed out. Yes, she has betrayed out by signing the contract, by admitting the employment, the appointment given to her by the criminal government called Nigeria, especially this Tinubu own, to betray her only brother, in person of Simon Ekpa. Why is she regretting now? She don't supposed to regret. You know, when I was saying it, people were like, what do you say? I said, don't worry. When the time comes, you know, when the time comes, she will regret it, and which she's regretting today. You can see what is happening that now. Even Nigeria now could not even, the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu could not even, withstand what is on the ground today. They are begging up under the Nigerian have become a begging nation. Of which before, initially, Nigeria is one of the countries that people will beg to come, please come and help us. But now Nigeria is now begging people to come and help them. Imagine Nigeria throwing a letter, a kind of a plea of apology with Captain Ibrahim Traore. How did you manage the insecurity in your country? Please help us. Going and visiting this man of Israel, Netanyahu, for support. And now you can see the Fulanis are not happy. The Caliphate, the Fulani elders are not happy.
Israel is a terrorist nation.
Yes, he said they are terrorist nation, in a sense that you can hear, you see what happened in Palestine. You see what happened in Iran. They believe that Iran will just squeeze Israel and pocket and do, But when the thing happened, they now discover that not that Israel actually want to fight Iran, but what Israel capitalized was those soldiers, those people that are behind the uranium and the nuclear weapon. These are the people that Israel specialize and capitalize upon, and they make sure that they eliminate them. Do you understand? And they are successfully succeeded. in what they are doing, of which even till today, the conflict have not ended peacefully. So they are seeing Israel as an enemy in their means. So whenever you mention Israel or you are dealing with Israel, it's at the same as dealing with their enemies. That is the way the Northerners are seeing it. You understand? And moreover, when you talk about the bandit, you talk about terrorism, you talk about this insecurity, who are the people that are causing insecurity? Who are the people that are the bandit? Who are the people terrorizing the country? Is it not the Fulanis? So inviting Israel now is like bringing Israel to come and do what they did to Palestinians in Nigeria. You see their mindset. You see where they are going to. Because the major agenda of the Fulanis is to make sure that they Fulanize Nigeria. To make sure they control every resources that is in this country. Imagine Sultan of Sokoto claiming 23 oil wells. And I asked a question. Did his father manufacture oil? His grandfather, forefathers,
as a gift by the military.
By which military? Delta give him, Biafra gave him, or the Fulani gave it to him? Or did he now carry it from the north or from Senegambia, where Usman Fodio migrated from? Did they carry oil from there down to north, from north down to east? You see what I'm saying? Because of this, their evil agenda. And that is why they want to make sure that they kill everybody in order to fully take charge of the economy and the resources and everything in Nigeria. Today, you see why when you made mention of Israel, that Bianca Ojukwu deeply in tears regard to Simon Ekpa, that what Mazen Namdekano has said, Simon Ekpa backing it up, and she was an element or instrument which Nigeria used against her own brother, and today that she regretting it. No wonder she's running to Israel. Because you can see Simon Ekpa, what they did was they were right. It was their right. They have never do anything contrary to the law. Not even Nigerian law. Not even the UN law or EU law or international per se. You understand? It was according to the law that they are fighting. Because Chukwu Okike Abịama has already reviewed it up front. But Nigeria has refused to understand the revelation of Chukwu Okike Abịama. But we, the Biafrans, we capture it, we read it, we reason it, and we understand it. And that is why we decided to stand on our own. Let me chip in something today. The coup that took place in 1966 took place for the favor and for the goodness of well-being of many Nigerians. Are you hearing me? Which they use it, now turn it against the Igbos. It was meant for the benefit and the betterment of Nigerians, but it was used as a conspiracy against the Igbos. And today, that which they try to stop is what has sprung up today. And Nigeria can never stop it. Take it or you leave it. I will not forget so easily. 2 years ago, just last year, one of the clergy of Northern Caliphate, do you know what he said? He said, if not, and I put again in addition, Erufai. They said, if not for the Igbos, the Biafrans, he said they would have succeeded in Islamizing Nigeria as Islamizing Nigeria.
So they would have conquered Yorubas and the other tribes.
They are not even counting Yorubas. Look at what he said. He said Igbos should accept Islam the same way Yorubas accept. Was it not? Is it this year that in Oyo, yes, Oyo, that they have Sharia courts? in Oyo State. Yes, they have Sharia court. Who sat and judged and handled a marital case? I told you people that as you have accepted it, definitely before you know it, Sharia will come. Because in Nigeria, we are running two constitution. We have the Nigerian constitution, we have Sharia constitution. And the constitution of Sharia is being practiced by the Northerners. It's not for Nigerians. It's not for everybody. It's only the Northerners have that one. And that is why you see some laws that are supposed to go against the Fulanis is not working against the Fulanis. Fulanis are working freely because under the constitution of their own Sharia. Do you understand? The Fulanis are working under the constitution of Sharia, not under the constitution of Nigeria. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is following Nigerian constitution, and it was against the Sharia constitution. Do you see why they say bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and kill him? Which Bianca Ojukwu did not understand this thing that I am explaining now. And which today, she's regretting it. Deciding, visiting Israel, calling on Israel, inviting the Israel, one of this thing to come in order to sit and plan on how to stop the insecurity in Nigeria. But she forgot that she was used once against her own brother who stood to stop this insecurity, especially in the axis of the southeast, the Biafra land. And today, what is happening? She has seen the truth. She has seen it, that actually that Simon Ekpa and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they were all right in what they are doing. Now she has not started regretting it. Time when she will regret and weep is coming. This is just the beginning. This one is, they call it a preamble. This is just preamble. Time is still coming. It will turn on her. But I pity her children. Yes, I pity her children. And at the same time, the respect and the honor that she would have commanded, she have lost it. She can't get it again from the Biafrans.
You can't get it.
Yes, she can't get it again from Biafrans because she has sold it out to Nigerian terrorist nation.
But she promised to get at least Nnamdi Kanu. Immediately she assumed office, she said she has met with Bola Ahmed Tinubu and that Nnamdi Kanu freedom is sacrosanct. But a lot of people are saying, why is Nnamdi Kanu see where he is if she can use her influence and her position?
My beloved brother, Bianca Ojukwu doesn't have any influence because she has sold herself out. Kobo, toro. Toro. Now she says she will find her way in order to do what? To free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. What is keeping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to today? If she can fight and make sure that from here she moves all the way, imagine the distance to Finland to fight Simon Ekpa. But look at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Look at her office. She cannot fight for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is to tell you that she is just there to deceive those that she feels she can deceive. That she's an element. That is what she has refused to tell. She's being used as an element, appointed as an element and as an instrument to destabilize the unity of the Biafra, to destabilize the future of the Biafra, to make sure that Biafran dream and vision is balkanized. But yakwaya and Oganakuya, and she can never, within Nigeria, succeed over Biafra because Biafra is unstoppable. All
those that seek to cast doubt over our ability to accomplish this very thing we said, they are in for a rude awakening. They are in for a shock. We are not going to change our stance. We are not going to turn down the volume of our castigation of those who are responsible for our servitude. We don't intend to spare those who with their red caps, those who have compromised, those who are working with the authorities of the zoo, those who are hell-bent to complete what Warren Chief started, those who are bent to ensure that we remain slaves in our own land forever. We are going to fight each and every one of them, and we are going to triumph. Our weapon is very simple. It is just the truth.
The Sokoto Caliphate was one of Africa's biggest empires in the 19th century. It began in 1804 when Uthman Dan Fodio, a Fulani scholar, led a jihad, holy war. His army conquered Hausa city-states, including Kano, Sokoto, and Katsina. By 1815, the Caliphate covered most of northern Nigeria, Cameroon, and parts of Niger. Dan Fodio's son, Muhammad Bello, expanded it further, making it the most powerful empire in West Africa. The empire thrived in peace, scholarship, and trade. But by 1903, the British and French defeated the Caliphate. The Sultan remained, but only as a ceremonial ruler. Today, his influence still exists.
We have chosen to say the truth. Even if we are going to die, let us die and let tomorrow appreciate what we said. And so, as far as I'm concerned, the federal government is complicit. The day they want this insurgency to finish, it will be done. Actively, they are working with Turkey, they are working with Saudi Arabia, they are working with everything to Islamize. But the real agenda is...
Mr. Speaker, our Constitution allows for freedom of worship of all religions. Mr. Speaker, we would not sit in this hollow chamber and restrict ourselves to just a few. If we begin to put such components into the Constitution, tomorrow the ecclesiastical faction comes up. The day after, the traditional faction comes up. The day after, all other components begin to come up. And what happens to our grand norm that is supposed to be the foundation of our existence? Mr. Speaker, Nigeria has never limited anybody from practicing his religion. You go to states like in the north, where you have Sharia being practiced as the criminal code for those states. It is because it's peculiar to them as a people and as a persons. By the time we begin to expand it and bring it into our constitution, we are not an Islamic state.
It's not about ransom. They just want to pass a message. We can come in. We can do what we need to do. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country.
Elements, religious, Islamic element in the Yoruba ethnic group, to use them to destabilize that mighty people who have built empires like Oyo and other places long before anything. But they are looking for some weak elements. Like Tinubu is a weak element. People think he's powerful, but he's a weak element in the Yoruba war. These are the weak elements they want to use to be able to push the Islamic agenda. People have been telling you that Islamic agenda is a lie. No, it's true. I can tell you that I was born a Muslim. My people have been Muslim since the 7th century. I'm a Madinga. And we have been Muslim. There is nobody in my ethnic group who is Christian. All my people have been Muslim. And I studied Islam in northern Nigeria. And I'm telling you, the agenda is to push that country toward Islamic agenda or destroy it completely. So to your question, I will tell you that Nigeria does not have a bright future for now. It doesn't have a bright future for now. The elements that are in the north, and most of them are receiving grants. Some of them, even in university, they are getting grants from this Qatar, and all the extreme Islamic groups are giving them money. And they are building, their power is increasing day by day in the political system. They are even creating billionaires that eventually tomorrow they want to control western part of Nigeria. The East a little bit stubborn for them. Eastern Nigeria is stubborn. That's why they are isolating them. The isolation of so-called Igbo, it's not because Igbo hate Nigeria. Igbos are the most Nigerian than any Nigerian. They are every part of Nigeria you find them. They have their own problem for sure, like every African group. But the issue, they are not the problem. But they are acting a little bit stubborn to the Islamic agenda. So they have to be isolated. And to do that, you need one of the most powerful group, which is the Yoruba group. If you don't use Yoruba, you can't succeed. And the Yoruba group is very educated. So what do? You look for the weak one among them, which is the Islamized ones, and play on their religious sentiment, and then you destabilize the country.
We have chosen to say the truth. Even if we are going to die, let us die and let tomorrow appreciate what we said. And so, as far as I'm concerned, the federal government is complicit. The day they want this insurgency to finish, it will be done. Actively, they are working with Turkey, they are working with Saudi Arabia, they are working with everything to Islamize. But the real